Hey everyone. Today I thought I'd like to go over a few things here, just to share really on the subject of grip technique. Grip technique is clear. Grip technique is more of an individual thing, but some of the basic things apply. I found a few things really helpful, and it really boils down to a few things. I won't be talking about stance or any of that thing. It's more just really on the grip and how, at least in my case, it's made quite a bit of difference. So I shoot a wide variety of pistols. If you've actually seen my channel, just about everything. And regarding pistols, I've noticed there's some common things that really help in accuracy from full-size models. Just using this Glock 34 as an example to show some grip techniques. But it really applies to the subcompacts, the pocket pistols, and all of that. Just the basic things that I'm going to discuss here. It also applies to Desert Eagles, oddly enough. A little more so at Desert Eagles, but we won't go there because that's kind of a unique thing. But as far as subcompacts and full-size pistols, so the most important that I've found to accuracy is really the support hand position. Okay, all clear, of course. Is the support hand position. This is really a common grip position, just like this. You don't want to push hard, you don't want to grip it too hard, but you want to use this to center the gun and to guide it. Really, it's a guide hand, it's a support hand. This covers most of the recoil, but this should always be thumbs forward for both thumbs. It doesn't have to be. This is what I notice is really the most beneficial that I've seen. The thing is, your support hand really needs to be in contact with the frame, like full contact. And one of the common mistakes is some people put the thumb here and then they do this. And as you can see, you're losing the space in between here. So the only thing that's really supporting the gun is just your thumb. If this goes on top of that, then you have this full thing flat on the frame, and you have full control over, the movement of the gun. That alone, I found, is really, for accuracy, that's really one of the main things, is getting this thumbs forward and your support hand flush against the frame. I can't go on how important that is. This hand will sit here. It's not pressing down. It's kind of just lightly touching that. You want to stay clear of the slide, though. That's the thing. You don't want to rub up against the slide. You don't even want to slip. You want to keep a good distance here. And this thumb, you definitely want to keep a good distance, because you don't want to create any drag for the slide on any gun, on any pistol. And that's really one of the main things. Flinching is the other thing. Flinching is, and there's no way to combat flinching except for put a lot of rounds through the gun, spend a lot of range time, and get used to it. Everybody's got an idea on how to conquer flinching, but flinching, that's not a good thing, because what it does is then you get the low left hits, and I've done the same thing. I mean, I think everybody does it. You just have to focus, and it just takes a lot of practice. Recoil control is important too. Not so much the aim, it's more the follow-up aim, the recoil control. And the recoil control is essentially a good firm grip with your shooting hand, and not, like I said, not pressing too hard, but a firm grip. And this thumb has to sit right there, so this can get full access to the frame. So that's it. That's the main thing. That's the critical part that I found has improved my my accuracy in pistols. Desert Eagles, again, are a whole different story. We won't go into that there. The principles are the same, but certain things are really, really important where they're not quite so important on these, like, the slide, touching the slide and things and rubbing it. But for any other pistol, those are it. Those are, if you can just do those things, I think you're going to see a lot of improvement. So here's a few, I put together a few samples of recent trips to the range, and I used this. This is really the easiest to shoot accurate. This really is the Glock 34. It's got the full size, full barrel. It's stable. The grip angles, for me, it's perfect. It's just everything about this is good. But I also have a couple of shots of the shooting the P365 and the recently acquired Ruger Max-9. The Ruger Max-9, I don't have a red dot because it's California, and you have to really go through gyrations to get a red dot on the California one. But so that's just bare bones, bare iron sights, which if you're older tends to be a little bit more difficult to get on target. But I have a few on there. The grouping was definitely not as good as this. Grouping on this seems to be the most consistent and the easiest to put into a tight group. Normally I shoot 10 yards normally. It's a good compromise. 5 yards, 7 yards, to me it doesn't prove anything as far as accuracy. That's more of a defense thing, just kind of point and shoot and hit the target if you're under a lot of stress. But for accuracy, I think 10 yards is probably a good range. So check it out. You could see the Ruger 9 was a little bit there was a couple of flyers there, but for the most part it was just as accurate. And the Ruger's got like a 3 1/4 inch barrel, somewhere around there. Also with the Ruger, I did a couple of decently quick rounds, not fast, but quick rounds, and you could see the whole point when you're going to take faster rounds is to keep the muzzle, the barrel flat, and really eliminate muzzle flip and all that. But it's, even 9mm has recoil, so that's the key. Anyway, so I have a day job. I'm not a pro shooter, obviously, but you can kind of get an idea from the range time I've spent with those 3 guns as a good variety to a full size and a few subcompacts. Anyway, check it out.
Put it on here. Put it on here. That's all I got. Put 6 in there.